Hi, I'm Matt DiGennaro,
I'm Jared Allen.
and we're about to get serious on the couch. Today's issue is farting in school, and this is an issue that isn't really talked about a lot. People don't really hear it, no pun intended, but it happens all the time. And personally, I have a problem with it. And first, I'd like to hear Jared's take before you hear my rebuttal. So, Jared, take it away.
See, I feel that it should be definitely socially acceptable. I mean, everybody does it, and it needs to be done sometimes, you know? I mean, everybody does it. It happens every day. You do it like 15 times a day. You just don't
Whoa,
notice it.
Jared, calm down.
The average per person is 9 times a day, but go on.
All right, sorry. But, I mean, you do it, and even girls do it.
Do. Go on.
You're in school for 6 hours a day, and, I mean, if you do it 9 times a day, you're going to have to do it a couple of times while you're at school. So, I mean, you can't hide it all the time.
That's fair enough. But there are also bus rides. There is also bathroom breaks where you can get it out if you really have pain. The main issue with me is there's like 3 kinds of farts. All right, there's in school. There's the really loud fart that people know it happened, but they don't know who it is, and they usually don't smell. Now those I think are more socially acceptable than silent farts that smell, because at least you can have a good laugh about it. All right, silent farts that smell are ridiculous. All right, I'm talking to a girl over here. Her and I are having a good conversation. I don't care if we're friends. I don't care if we're acquaintances. I don't care what we are. If I'm talking to a girl and the smell wafts over to my nose, I know that she's smelling it too. I know she's thinking about the fart. She's thinking, did I fart? Am I continuing to talk so that I'm hiding that I farted? Am I not talking so that she's talking so that she's not thinking about the fart? I don't know what's going on here, okay? But I do know that there's a smell, and I'm smelling it, and she's smelling it, and it is an awkward situation. So people need to control farts that they think are going to smell, all right? Now, the third kind of fart is the fart that you feel bubbling up, and you think that you can release it without a smell, all right? Some farts you can just feel if they're going to smell or not, okay? So, okay, farting, it happens, all right? But there's acceptable farting, and there's unacceptable farting. Unacceptable farting is the smelly farts in the presence of a woman in the middle of class that you know that other people are going to be thinking, who farted? Is it me? Are people going to think it's me? You know someone's thinking it's you. Every time you smell a fart, someone's like, hey, who farted? They're doing it in their head. Hey, who farted? We're going to do farting calculations. Well, he farts a lot. On weekends, I see him farting. Oh, this kid's a real farter. I'm sure he'd let him rip. I'm sure Jared lets him rip. Right, Jared? I'm sure you let him rip in school.
I mean, I've heard you let him rip, too. I mean, what about our good friend in school the other day? He let one rip. I mean, it was a loud one, and everybody got a good laugh out of it.
Yeah, okay, but that wasn't a smelly fart, all right?
All right, but had it have been a smelly fart, would we have incriminated him and not become friends with him?
We wouldn't have known it was him. That's the problem. I would have looked around the room. I would have seen, oh, there's smelly Chris in the corner over there. He's a farter. I bet it wafted over here from that side of the room. Or I would have looked over there and seen, oh, look at him. He's hiding his face. He's writing in his agenda. He might be trying to do stuff so that it's covered up his fart.
The thing is, if it was sociably acceptable, we wouldn't care whose it was.
Right, but the point is, farts are never going to be socially acceptable.
They should be, though. I mean, it should just be an accepted thing, because everybody has to do it, and who cares? I mean, it's just a bodily function, and that has to happen.
Right, but I'm not saying farts are bad. I'm saying the smell that comes out of your ass when you fart is bad.
Oh, I agree. It smells like ass. I mean...
well, that's the issue here.
Closing statements, gentlemen?
Well, time out. Is it the sound that is incriminating, or the smell that is more incriminating?
The smell is worse than the sound.
I agree. But if it was sociably acceptable, we wouldn't care about the smell. I mean, granted, it smells terrible, but we just have to get used to the smell and agree with it. I mean, everybody has their own smell.
Yep. Although when it's not your smell, all the other smells tend to smell alike. Just me? Alright, I agree with Jared. To close, farts should be socially acceptable. But since they're not, I think we need to use judgment. If your fart's going to smell and you know it's going to smell, go to the bathroom. Alright? If you think you can let it out somehow without it smelling, do it. And, you know, if you're in an okay mood, just let it go. Let it go loud and hard, alright? Loud and hard. You'll laugh. Everyone will remember it, but you'll laugh. And it'll be a moment to remember. Right?
I agree.
What are your closing remarks? Anything to add?
I just agree with the way you put it in the end. It should be acceptable, but since it's not, I mean, If you're gonna do it, do it.
Nothing to it but to.
Do it.
Until next time, this is getting serious on the couch.